afternoon. My name is Sandra Nkemcho.
My name is Lawrence Ikemcho. So,
We want to just use this medium to thank God for how God has been faithful to us and how He has used Prophet Odimego to be a source of blessing to our lives. I'll start from when I first started Messianic World. I started Messianic World sometime in 2017. I came with a friend of mine. They had a program at night where it was like a 7 days program on Fridays or so. Yeah, so I came with a friend of mine. After that encounter, the next time I was coming, I came with my husband on a Thursday because I literally dragged him to the church. So there and then Prophet Odimego saw the both of us and he could remember my face, and he saw my husband as well, and he prayed for us. Then we were trying to travel out and he had exams to write, and I had not gotten my passport as at then, so he prayed for us and we both went home. Then there was a friend of my husband that come to the hospital to their child was ill or so, and my husband took care of the baby girl. Then the mom, was it the mom? The mom of the
okay, so I think I had I had somebody that was like more of a patient than a family friend. So she assisted us with her international passport. Back then it was taking quite a lot of time for the international passport to get processed, but God intervened and she had the passport within a couple of days, about 2 days, and that was it. Fast forward back to 2016, 2015, I've been writing some exams and I was planning that I was going to further my training as a medical doctor in the UK. So I was writing my PLAB 1 and PLAB 2 exam. I had written PLAB 1 exams, and then I got to meet Pastor Domingo through my wife in 2017 on a Thursday, where he prayed for me and told me that God had a plan for me to travel out, and and he told me that I was writing exams which I did have some issues with, but that God had straightened things out. Fast forward 2018, I completed all the exams and where I got a job in the process, and I was ready to travel. All this he had told me when I first met him on one of the Thursdays in 2017, and he explained how we're going to travel, how we're going to experience challenges when we get there, and he also stated my wife was going to go through some trials in terms of having multiple surgeries, and all this actually did happen in 2019 when we came to the UK. Thankfully, through the grace of God, she was having a lot of issues with her menstrual cycle, and she was having painful menses, and that was how she went in for a kind of procedure to see what was causing the pain. And when she got to the doctors, after a couple of weeks, after she had the procedure, after a couple of weeks, she started falling very ill. She had a lot of pain and swelling in her tummy, and she developed a temperature and a fever. And then, she had to be rushed into the hospital, where she had, I think you take it from here.
right. Okay, so before we traveled, like you said, Dr. Pastor Odimego had already said that he's seen where I will be taken into the theater back and forth, like the person was going to be like about to die or something like that. That I see where there was so much chaos and confusion, that we should pray. That was before we traveled, that we should pray that what he's saying does not happen. Even if it does happen, that God will preserve my life. So we did not see that coming because we had traveled in 2018. So 2019, I always have very bad periods and I'm always in serious pain when I have my periods. So there was this time I had a very bad period and I was at work, and my husband was far away from where I was, so I called and I said to him, I'm like, I'm not feeling too well, I don't know what's wrong with me. My periods were quite very, very heavy. I was having serious bleeding, serious clots. So I went to the hospital and they did some tests, and the doctor had said that I had endometriosis, and it was called chocolate cyst, and they need to take that off so that I can, have a normal periods and stuff like that. I spoke to my husband about it. He came down from where he was, and the surgery was done. After the surgery was done, I went home. Fast forward to like 2-3 months afterwards, I was ill again. We didn't know what was wrong with me this time around, because apparently we had we had moved from where we were to another place, still in England as well. And it was very, very bad because I was stooling, I was bleeding, and we thought I had toothache. There was a whole lot going on, so we went to the hospital. Got to the hospital, they did some checks on, and it wasn't as serious. We first went to the dentist because we thought I was having like toothache or something, and extracted two of my teeth, but that was not the case. So there was a day my husband works in the hospital, and we were staying in the hospital accommodation as at then. So he was like, let's go to the hospital. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I want to stay at home. It's just my period. That's why I'm stooling. That's why I'm having cramps. That's why I'm bleeding. And he's like, no, you don't look well. I'm like, I'm fine. Because sincerely, I do not like the hospital. So at the end of the day, he went to work, but I was feeling so sick. So I had to take myself to the hospital. The hospital was just a stone throw because we were in the hospital accommodation. It was about 3 minutes walk. So I just walked into the hospital. As soon as I got there, that was me on the floor. The next thing I saw was my husband and other doctors trying to, I don't know what they were trying to do, but I just had a lot of things on me. There were tubes all over me. There was something in my mouth, something in my hands. I was just covered with plenty of doctors. And when I woke up, I was told I'd gone septic.